たせいたしました。ご案内いたします。
Sometimes I started getting perceived as a grown-up. Yeah, it snuck up on me. I remember days on the back of the school bus, making up us wanted to grow up. But now I'm missing the old days. They were so simple now. Now I'm living honestly. I can be stubborn, thinking I'm right. I can be late, cause I'm taking my time. I can be driven, ambitious, your best friend, love of your life. I can be selfish, trying to be kinder, always forgetting, needing reminders. But I'll always be there when you need me. Cause I know that two things can't be true. Cause I get so confident yet confused. So I'll let go to live in between who I am and who I wanna be. Maybe I'm incomplete and a messed up masterpiece. Know everything and nothing, a childish 20-something with my pros and my cons, my mistakes and my flaws. Don't have it figured out yet. I'm a work of art and a work in progress.
You're not understanding. Also, is there anything you'd like to say? That's all.
I'm indecisive, I don't know why. My good intentions fail me sometimes, but I don't get angry, it can't faze me. We can talk it out, no we don't need to fight. I can get anxious, but I won't cry. You never know, cause I keep it inside. So I show up strong, maybe to a fault. Cause I know that two things can't be true. Cause I go from bossa to blues. So I'll grow to love in between who I am and who I wanna be. Oh, maybe I'm incomplete and a messed up masterpiece. Know everything and nothing, a childish 20-something with my pros and my cons, my mistakes and my flaws. Don't have it figured out yet. I'm a work of art and a work in progress. With my pros and my cons, my mistakes and my flaws. Don't have it figured out yet. I'm a work of art and a work in progress. I can be stubborn, thinking I'm right. I can be late, cause I'm taking my time. I can be driven, ambitious, your best friend, love of your life. I can be selfish, trying to be kinder, always forgetting, needing reminders. But I'll always be there when you need me. Cause I know that two things can't be true. Cause I get so confident yet confused. So I'll let go to live in between who I am and who I wanna be. Maybe I'm incomplete
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also, is there anything you'd like to say? That's all.
I'm indecisive, I don't know why. My good intentions fail me sometimes, but I don't get angry, can't faze me. We can talk it out, no, we don't need to fight.